Guys, welcome back to another video. As you can hear, I'm trying to do a voiceover, and if this video does well, I'll continue, but if it doesn't, I'm going back to my usual ways, as in no voiceover in the video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some kind of recommendation, and what recommendation you ask, it's where the story is like solo leveling. The exact recommendation we'll talk about is the title of the video. I'm not bothered to read it, so yeah, enjoy. So here we have number 10, which is First Hunter, and contains 30 chapters. One day the world perished and a group of monsters emerged to control the whole world. In its eschatology, a group of people awaken and each acquire different special abilities. They're constantly escalating the struggle, trying to save the world. Infinite chaos made without by upgrade will be opened soon. Number 9, Return of the Frozen Player, which contains 15 chapters. 5 years after the world changed, the final boss appeared. The final boss for Area Earth, the Frost Queen, has appeared. If we can just defeat her, our lives will go back to normal. The top 5 players in the world, including Spectre, finally defeated the Frost Queen, but they fell into deep slumber. 25 years passed. A second floor didn't end when the Frost Queen died. Spectre awakes from his slumber. Well, this is a spoiler. If you don't want to listen to it, you can skip forward. The MC of this story has to save his friend from the deep slumber they have been for 25 years. Do you guys want to listen to my voice, or do you guys want to listen to this voice?
Number 8, I became the strongest with the failure frame abnormal state skill as I devastated everything, which contains 16 chapters. During the school trip, Tuka and his classmates are summoned to another world. However, Tuka was the only one with the lowest rank, E rank, and extremely low status compared to his classmates. Thus, the former mob character and abandoned hero will absolutely become the strongest devil as he advances and strikes back.
Let me know which is better for you guys to listen to. Number 7, A Tale of a Scribe who retires to the countryside, which contains 42 chapters. A scholar who failed the national exam is picked up by the martial arts master and given the task to record his life into a book. Through their journey, Sombin meets many great people and soon finds himself following the same path as a master, as a martial arts king. Number 6, The Player That Can't Level Up, which contains 21 chapters. Kim awakened as a player at the age of 18. He thought his life was on a track to success, climbing the tower and closing the gates. But even after clearing the tutorial, he was level 1. He killed a goblin a day and he was still level 1. Even after 5 years, he was still at level 1. Who would have thought that this kind of player would exist? No one knew. Kim's mom is in a critical situation. The only way to save her from dying is by getting an elixir. So will Kim be able to save his mom? Number 5, Clapton Webnovel as Good for Nothing, which contains 39 chapters. While working overtime through several nights, I fell asleep for a short while When I woke up, I seemed to be possessing the villain of the web novel I was reading. Well, how typically cliche, to the point where I did end up dead if I were to follow the predetermined fate. I need to find a way to survive. The first way to survive as good for nothing will in the web novel convince as many as people possible to be on my side. The second way to survive as good for nothing will in the web novel become strong enough to protect myself. Lastly, the third way to survive as good for nothing will in the web novel never become friendly with a proud and insane summoned master. What should I do? Even if I possess this body, the original owner already caused an incident. Use your money to kill that summoned master who has yet to regain his power. Are you crazy? Then who will stop the demon thing? This is the beginning of the modern day survival plus dungeon raider fantasy of Chung Yong Sung, a possessed evil who wants to live a laid back lifestyle. Number 4. Survival Story of a Sword King in a Fantasy World, which contains 80 chapters. Ryan Hanbin was a normal person who had just been discharged from his mandatory military service. When he was transported into another world, left to fend for himself, he was given the goal of surviving and growing stronger in a desolated world riddled with monsters. The problem is the guideline that was supposed to be his guiding system to survive is filled with errors. Number 3. Omniscient, Reader's Viewpoint, which contains 46 chapters. This is a development that I know of. The moment he thought that the world had been destroyed, a new universe had been unfolded. The new life of an ordinary reader begins within the world of the novel, a novel that he alone had finished. Number 2. Gosu, which contains 218 chapters. A young man set forth to avenge his master, a once a powerful martial artist who has been betrayed by his own man and barely escaped with his life. Armed with his master's supreme martial art techniques, he is ready to bring terror and wreak havoc among the Morin. But before he even gets started, he learns that the ones who had betrayed his masters are already dead. So what happens now? Number 1. The Second Coming of Gluttony, which contains 51 chapters. He was an addict, a loser, a despicable human being, but one fleeting dream that may not have been a dream at all reawakens his one lost senses. Possessing a unique ability, he would use that and the dream to forge his path in the world that now known as the Lost Paradise. For the people who are still watching and listening to the video, how hard is it to hit the subscribe button? I mean, it doesn't even take a second. It helps me, it helps you. How does it help you? It helps you when I upload. So yeah, please subscribe, help a brother out. Peace.